Nettle is not a gentle-looking plant, but it has always been a generous one, often overlooked, sometimes avoided, yet deeply nourishing. For thousands of years, nettle has been respected as a plant of strength, restoration, and long-term support. Not a quick fix, not a stimulant, but a steady ally for the body when it has been depleted, overworked, or stretched thin. Nettle reminds us that true vitality is built slowly, through nourishment, through consistency, through giving the body what it needs rather than demanding more from it. At Flora Amora, we work with herbs that support the body at a foundational level, plants that nourish rather than override, and rituals that restore rather than rush. Our mission is to make traditional plant wisdom accessible through intentional blends, education, and daily practices that support balance over time. If you feel called to explore deeply nourishing herbs and learn how to work with them intentionally, you can visit floraamora.org to explore our herbal library and offerings. Nettle has been used across Europe, Asia, Africa, and indigenous traditions as a staple plant for nourishment. Unlike herbs used for specific sensations or immediate effects, nettle was traditionally consumed as food and medicine. It was cooked, infused, taken daily. This is because nettle is rich in minerals and plant nutrients that support the body's foundational systems. In times when food was scarce or stress was high, nettle offered replenishment. It was often used to rebuild strength after long winters, illness, or physical exhaustion. Nettle teaches that restoration begins at the base. From a traditional perspective, depletion doesn't always feel dramatic. It often shows up quietly. Low energy, brain fog, weak resilience to stress, a sense that the body is running on empty. Nettle was respected as a plant that gently fills the cup again. Rather than stimulating the nervous system, it supports the body's capacity to sustain itself. This makes nettle especially meaningful in a modern world where burnout is normalized and rest is undervalued. In traditional herbalism, nettle was often prepared as a long steeped infusion, allowed time to release its nourishment fully. This slow preparation reflects the way nettle works in the body, gradually, consistently, without urgency. It supports the idea that healing is not always about targeting symptoms. Sometimes it is about restoring what has been missing. Nettle also carries a symbolic teaching. At first touch, it stings. It asks for respect. But once prepared properly, it becomes deeply supportive. This mirrors the body's own wisdom. When ignored or pushed too far, it signals discomfort. When cared for, it responds with strength. Nettle teaches discernment, how to approach nourishment with intention, how to work with nature rather than fear it. From a nervous system perspective, nourishment creates stability. When the body receives adequate support, the nervous system becomes less reactive. Stress responses soften, energy becomes steadier. Nettle supports this grounded state, not by calming directly, but by strengthening the foundation that allows calm to emerge naturally. This is why nettle has often been associated with resilience rather than relaxation. A quiet endurance, a steady presence. In many cultures, nettle was also seen as a plant of protection and vitality. It was used to support those doing physical labor, caregiving, or long-term work that required stamina. Its role was not to energize artificially, but to sustain naturally. This distinction matters, because long-term well-being is not built on spikes of energy, it is built on nourishment. At Flora Amora, we see nettle as a reminder that the body is not asking for more effort. It is asking for more support, support that comes from consistency, from rhythm, from nourishment that builds over time. This philosophy guides how we approach all of our blends and educational offerings. If nettle resonates with you, you can explore more about this plant and other traditional herbs at floramora.org. Our herbal library is designed to be a grounding resource, a place where plant wisdom is shared clearly, intentionally, and without overwhelm. Nettle reminds us that strength does not come from pushing harder. It comes from being sustained. And sometimes the most powerful transformation happens not when we strive for more, but when we finally give the body what it has been asking for all along.